And you're live.
Sorry, I was just playing. What's up, everybody? Hope you're having an awesome first to 11 day on this beautiful Thursday. They call it first to 11 day. I'm hip. I'm with it. Tucka 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 tucka. So today I think I'm gonna ask you guys for a lot of help today. So everybody stay in the chat. Stay to hang out. I'm gonna ask you guys a lot of questions because we have a lot of stuff going on, and I need a lot of help. I need a lot of help planning some of the stuff that we have coming up in the future. So, how's everyone doing? Oh yeah, I got to make sure I can see the chat. We're in our new space, number one. It still looks pretty construction-y in here, but this is our spot. Zach's now over here, and I can see him through the window. He's not 2 rooms over anymore.
I don't have my camera set up, but I can see if I can get the Zach cam going soon.
We should turn one of my cameras to see your camera, and then it'd be Inception. But Zach's over there. Good. So Zach's got his own room. If you guys have Patreon, you've probably seen it, right? It's in the newest Patreon behind the scenes thing.
Yep.
So yeah, if you didn't know, we knocked a hole in the studio so that we're in a plaza, and we have now 3 units in the plaza. 2 of them are the band rooms, or one of them is the band rooms, and then we have the lesson rooms, and now we have this 3rd room, which is going to be the first to 11 area. With Zach's got his own enclosed studio room, and it's
not a kitchen anymore.
It's not a kitchen. There's not a refrigerator in the same room that Zach edits our videos anymore. And it's really nice because it's right next to the room that we're gonna stream and shoot videos in, and all the cables pass through the wall. It's very professional. So I don't know. I'm really excited about this. Zach's really excited about this. Still a lot of work to do in here, though. We got some of the sound panels out of the other room and put them in here. Well, we as in Zach. Zach just did that. And his room is entirely set up for everything that we're going to do. So let's take some donations. Luke Jones. Luke sent me the biggest birthday card I've ever seen. It was this big, and it showed up in the mail. Thank you so much, Luke. He says, hope you had an awesome birthday, young Jedi, and hope you got your card safely. Did you get to wear your Jedi robe for your photo at the DMV? May the Force be strong with you always. So no, I haven't gone to the DMV yet. So I'm trying to figure out how I can do this the right way, because you are allowed to wear head coverings as long as it's part of your religion. And I found out that in England, 1% of people there and a census said that their religion was Jedi.
That's actually awesome.
It's 1%. That's a lot of people. Mm-hmm. So I mean, I think that's good enough. I've heard other people trying to wear the pasta strainer on their heads and get their picture taken, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I don't know. I feel like I just need to go for it. But the thing is, if I go for it and they're like, "No, man, you can't do that," what's my backup plan? So I wanted to have some sort of crazy hairstyle, neck brace, some sort of something.
Just different.
I'm trying to grow my beard out a little bit so that I can play with this a little bit. Maybe do a mustache. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with something clever to do for my driver's license photo.
So
my last one's pretty hilarious.
Right. Yeah, with the mustache and everything.
The mustache. I just look terrified out of my mind.
1% of UK's population is 680,000 people.
Yeah, there's a lot of Jedis, man.
That's still a lot of Jedis.
The purge, it didn't work. It don't work. But yeah, I did have an awesome birthday. Thanks to all of you guys. Seriously, you guys gave me some of the coolest presents I've ever got in my entire life. Presents that my own family and friends don't know to get me, because you guys pay attention so closely to the stuff that I'm into, and just gave me a whole box of awesome stuff. So I am wearing my Porsche hat that you guys got me, and I did drive my Porsche today. It's falling apart. The wrap on the front of it is I went through the car wash and it started to peel up. I'm scared that I'm just gonna be going down the road and it's just gonna flap onto the windshield.
Right.
So if I die, that's why.
Falling apart is a little dramatic.
It like cracked and like peeled back a little bit. And I got my Juliana Theory shirt on today too, that you guys got me. One of the coolest bands ever. Where's Audra? Audra's on tour with the rest of the band. They're doing the Concrete Castles tour for a month. They're not going to be back until mid-April. So I'm here with you guys. We're learning guitar stuff so that we can do our fan cover, which is going to be probably in May. I don't know that we've actually set a date for it yet, but it's probably going to be in May so that we can get you guys to learn how to play guitar and send in submissions so that you guys can be in the video with us when we play Holiday by Green Day. So that's the fan cover that we're going to do. So I've been teaching everybody kind of like really basic, how to hold the pick, how to play frets and stuff like that the past couple weeks. And we learned the intro, like the advanced version. And then we learned the verse, I believe, too. And then we did a simple version that was just the root note, so only one note per string. So we already got through that, so we need to learn the chorus today. And we've got this awesome app, which is called Harmony City, that has our song imported into it now. So you guys will be able to practice along with this app. And you get a discount on the app too because you're First to 11 fans. So we're gonna like play with that today a little bit too. But I wanted to do some sort of like explanation about the theory that goes into this song today, so that you guys can understand the app a little bit better and how the notes are labeled and stuff like that. Just in time for the birthday celebration, almost. It was actually last week. Vladdy says his birthday's on May 14th. That's going to be pretty close to when the fan cover comes out. Okay. So what I wanted to talk to you guys about today was the names of the notes on the guitar. So it's basically just the alphabet up to G. Let me see if I still have my... I don't know where Cohen... This is Cohen's iPad. I don't know where he keeps his photos. I didn't pull this up ahead of time.
You could just search. Oh, no, it's right there.
Where?
Right under
Tell me.
creativity.
Creativity.
Second column, the
see
second up.
There we go. So this is what we need to look at today. So you got that pulled up, Zach?
Yep.
So basically we learned the names of the strings, which are E, A, D, G, B, E. And then, like I said, the notes are just A to G in the alphabet. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G starts over again at A. So you take the string that you're playing on. So in this case, this song is only on the E and the A string. So the E string is your thickest string. The A string is your one below it. And then you start on that letter. And then you go through this order right here. So if you see E right there, and then F is right after it, which is right here. And then after that comes F sharp, which is that note, whoops, right there. So those are the first, like open, first fret and second fret. And then it goes to G. So in between most letters is a sharp. But today we're going to talk about how there are flats also. So sharp means higher than. So if you take E and then F, and then you go one fret higher or one note higher than F, that gives you F sharp. And then you go to G. But we want to talk now about going backwards, so one fret lower than. So if you do E, F, F sharp, G, G is right here on the third fret. If you go backwards by one fret, that gives you G flat. So you see how underneath F sharp, which is right here, there's G flat. That's the same note. F sharp is the same as G flat. One is just coming up from F and one is coming down from G. But essentially the same note. They sound exactly the same. So everything that we've been working with before is usually easier to do as sharps because it's just higher than what you're doing, but now we're just going to work backwards. So all of the notes that we're playing in Holiday, it's actually in a flat key. So everything is going to be a flat rather than a sharp. So whatever note you see, it's just one lower than whatever the note is that we're asking for, if that makes sense. So what I want to try and do, I don't know if this is going to work, but I want to try it, is I want to be able to ask you, like, what note I'm playing, essentially. So if I play a note on the guitar, like if I play the first fret on the E string, and you look at this reference, 0, which is open, is E, and the first fret is that red dot there, that's F. So I want to see if someone can tell me what the third fret is on the E string. So we're going up from E, then F is the next note, and then which fret, or sorry, what is the name of the third fret on the E string? First person in chat does it, gets, oh yeah, G. Jake got it. Yes, this is going to be on the exam. Thomas got it right. Dylan, not quite. Kelvin got it right. Very good. So you guys kind of see the concept? So look at that E string, and whatever fret I ask you, what note is on there? So if we do the 7th fret, in the chat, tell me what's the 7th fret on the E string. So we go E, F, F sharp, G flat, G, G sharp, A flat, A, and then A sharp, B flat. So 7 is, again, Jake, Alan, Jackie, everybody gets it right. That's a B. Very good, very good. All right, now I'm taking the diagram away. You're only allowed to use this now. So hopefully Zach still has this pulled up. I think he's going to get water. So now we're looking at the E string still, but tell me what the 4th fret is. So again, we start on E is 0, F is 1. What's the 4th fret on the E string? A little bit of a delay. I took away your cheat sheet. You just have to do the notes in order. So again, E is 0. Oh, Kelvin got it right. Tyler the Nerdy Bassist says, I'm at work listening, but I promise I'm ahead of the class. Okay, so this 4th fret one is tricky. Kelvin got it right so far. Hamid got it right. So here, I'll walk you through it. Open is E, which I have like highlighted there. 1st fret is F, right there. 2nd fret is F sharp or G flat. Remember, they're the same note. 3rd fret is G. And then 4th fret, which is what we're looking for, is G sharp or A flat. So now I see some G sharps, some A flats popping up. Yeah, you guys figured it out. We'll do one more, all right? So we'll do a really, really hard one. No, we shouldn't do a hard one. Let's just do 6. So 6 on the E string. So starts with E, it's open. 1 is F. And then keep following that pattern until you get to the 6th fret. No, everyone's getting it right. You guys aren't just copying what everyone else says in the chat, are you? You better not be. So 6th fret on the E string, what is it? Skylar's got it right. Tyler, almost right.
Mister, I'm ahead of the class.
Danielle Hamid got it right. Raymond's got it right. Tyler blames it on autocorrect. It's like B flat's not a word. The funny thing about autocorrect right now, I hope like I haven't offended anybody in any of the messages that I've been sending. Vladdy got it right. So my phone is not recognizing the word can as a word. Every time I type can, it just autocorrects to can't. Everything that I say. So I'm always like, yeah, we can do that, but it says we can't do that. Everything that I'm saying. Like I have to pay attention to everything. And I keep hitting the button like, no, it's can't. Or can, not can't. But everything I say just has like a backwards meaning. And I have to like send a million extra emails to correct myself. It's awful.
My phone actually did that the other day too. A student needed to switch a lesson around, and I said, that's no problem. But then it said, that's a problem.
That's a problem. That's a huge problem.
It wasn't. Technology sucks.
All right, you guys are catching on to the note thing. Let's do some on the A string now. So it's the same concept, except for now we don't start on E, we start on A. So if we wanted to find the first fret on the A string, we would start with A, or A up here, is open, which is no fingers pushed down. And then the first fret would be A sharp, right? Or B flat. Make sense? So these are all notes that we're going to need in the song because it's going to come very fast in the app that we're using. So let's do some stuff on the A string. Let's do what's the third fret on the A string. See if you guys can figure out. Look at the chart. A is open. So what is the third fret? The delay is killing me.
Got to give it at least 10 seconds.
10 seconds?
There it is.
Peter got it right. Tyler got it right. Kelvin, so close. Well, actually, I mean, Kelvin's kind of right. He put B sharp, but there is no sharp in between B and C. It just goes from B directly to C. And then it also goes from E directly to F. So you have to kind of memorize this chart. Or just remember that B doesn't have a sharp and E doesn't have a sharp. Or if you go the other way, C doesn't have a flat and F doesn't have a flat. It does in more complicated stuff. But as for what we're learning right now, just go directly from B to C and directly from E to F. Don't worry about any notes in between there. Percy got it right. Vladdy got it right. Nice job. You guys are really catching on to this. So this is something that not a lot of guitar players ever bother to learn, and it's really not that complicated. As long as you know this sequence of notes, that there's a sharp or a flat in between everything except for B and C and E and F. You can figure out whatever note you want to play anytime. So if you wanted to do something really complicated, you can also use this trick, which is the 12th fret is the same as open because there's 12 notes. So that's where it repeats itself. And the 12th fret has, in this case, a bird with open wings, but a double dot on it if you look from the top. So the bird, or the double dot is 12. So if you wanted to know what 11 was, you would just look at E on the E string and then go backwards by one note. So that would be D sharp or E flat. So you don't have to go E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A, to figure out these notes. You just have to go E and then backwards one to find that note. Does that make sense? So again, as we're like learning this, it takes way more time to try and be like, all right, put your first finger on the 6th fret of the A string. That's a lot of stuff to say instead of play E flat. You know what I mean? So to learn the names of your notes, even though it's like kind of boring, if you get it out of the way at the beginning of learning guitar, it's so much more helpful to play with other musicians and learn songs just way, way faster. Because there's way less to remember. You don't have to remember the string name, the finger name, and the fret name. You just have to know that it's a C sharp or a D flat. Does that make sense? So when we talk about holiday now, the first note of holiday is F on the A string. So if we went all the way up, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F. It's the 8th fret. I feel like we should do maybe one more. So let's do something kind of tricky and see if you guys can answer it. Let's do the 9th fret on the A string. So start with A, go up 9 frets. What note is this? Does the 12th fret sound different than the open spring, Danielle asked. Yeah, it's 1 octave higher. It still produces the same note, but it's 1 octave higher. So you know how you go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, back to A again? B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. It just keeps going in a cycle, so it just keeps going like that. The notes can repeat themselves, but they're higher in pitch. But they also sound very good together. So here's that E, just played somewhere else, with that lower E. And most famously, you know the song My Sharona? Who's that by? By the Knack? But that's an octave. So that's the same note, just bouncing up. Yep. Let's see who got it right. Who was the first one? Tyler was the first one to get it right. F sharp. Skylar, close. Maria. Hey, Maria's here. Maria's one of my students, and she is very good at figuring out these names. She's learned how to play guitar like probably better than me in like less than a year. Kelvin got it right. Thomas got it right. The boy got it right. Vladdy got it right. Nice. You guys are like really good at this. And it's like kind of working. It's kind of fun to see who gets it first. I guess it really just depends on whose computer is the fastest, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, and her like who's caught up to like the live part or something like that the most.
It's going to be like the Internet Explorer meme. Someone's just going to be in the middle of the stream like later, and it's just going to be like, F sharp. That's really, really good, though. You guys are killing it on this note recognition stuff. Daisy Blossom says, yeah, I'm trying to learn my octaves. Very, very good. I don't know if you're talking about guitar octaves, but we're going to talk about those in a little bit for some of the songs that we want to do on our tour that we're going on. So, I don't know. Should we talk about the tour, or should we play along with the app and do some holiday stuff?
Hey, whichever. You're driving, man.
So, I want to talk about the app. So this thing is super, super, super cool. So let's go back to the song list. So this is the Harmony City app. Zach's going to throw some links in the description of the live stream if you guys want to check it out. It's so, so cool. So we started working with these guys, a little bit ago, telling them that we wanted to do this fan cover and we wanted to help you guys learn how to play. So they were like, all right, well, let's get you guys in this app. I mean, we've been in the app for a long time. Our songs like Zombie are in here. Nothing Else Matters is in here. And you can play right along with our songs with the chords that accompany them. But we kind of wanted to do something special with this because it's not just regular open chords. It's like power chords and like it's Green Day. It's not just open chords. So they like... I sent them a video of me playing it, which you can see in the video when we start playing it. And they programmed our version of Holiday into the game, which is super, super cool. And you can play right along with it. You can slow it down. You can really learn how to play with this app. And they did it in a week. They were like, this is what we want to do, so we're going to do it. So if you click on the song, here's the list of songs. And it says holidays. I don't know why they pluralized it. English is a second language for them. But holiday. And there's it only comes up as a training mode because it's, we're learning how to play this. And there's like no vocals on it. This is just a demo that Matt recorded of this song. So here's where we get into kind of the theory that we were talking about, like learning your note names, right? So this first chord in the song is an F minor, and it says in parentheses, no 5, which means a normal chord would have 3 notes in it, a root, a third, and a fifth. Or in a minor chord like this, it would be F, A flat, and then C. So it doesn't have the C in it, which is the fifth. So it's just the F and the C flat, or B. There we go. So, oh man, I'm going to go back to it. So remember we were talking about those root notes and how to find them? So on the A string, if we go up to the 8th fret, we get F. So A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F. Or if you do your flats, it'd be A, B flat, B, C, D flat, D, E flat, E, F. That's like hard for me to do because I don't usually teach with flats until necessary. But yeah, so that's, you can see that at the top of this this building, it says an 8 in red right there, and there's like an exclamation point that's like, hey, pay attention, this is the 8th fret. So then the blue dot tells you where to put your pointer finger, which is finger number 1, and then see where it says finger number 2 on the 9th fret. That's how you play this chord, and you mute everything else. So it's just those 2 notes. So that's just the root and the third of an F minor chord. So when you play that correctly, it fills up the chord thing, and then you can move on to the next one. So then this is D flat, or the same as C sharp. So you can see that it says the 4th fret right there. When we play it, it fills up. Then A flat, which would be 12. Remember we talked about 12 being the same as the open string? So that means the 12th fret would be A as well. And if you go down 1 fret to the 11th fret, that would be A flat, right? So there's that one. And then here's E flat. So those are the intro chords, and then here are the verse chords. So it says F5, which means this is an F chord, but now there's no third in it. So it's just the root and the fifth. So the F and the C. Oh, I said that backwards in the last chord because it was a no 5 chord. So it was an A flat and F. Anyways, so here's F5. And that's just a power chord. So anytime you see something with a 5 at the end of it, that means it's a power chord. So there's D flat, A flat, and E flat. And then C flat too. Or sorry, C. God, so used to saying flats now. Then we've got B flat, which happens in the bridge. And that means we're ready to start the song. So you kind of have to like prove yourself that you know how to play the song. So then there's this little video of me playing down at the bottom. Oops, counted myself in wrong. So you can see that it's actually like listening to my guitar. And each of these chord buildings is filling up every time I play the chord right. Oops. Supposed to play C there. So here's the chorus that we haven't learned yet. So I want to pause it. We'll go back to the game. And then it counts you back in if you do pause it, which is really, really cool. But watch what we can do. We can slow the song down too. So we can go down to 50% speed. So if you're having a hard time playing that fast, you can get it all the way down to this speed. And be able to follow along with it. So here's that intro, just slower. Now we're back to the power chords. So yeah, you can pause the game and make it go as slow as you need to go, and you can do little pieces of it. So you can rewind, go wherever you want in the song to repeat something over and over again, and then you can speed it back up to 100%. So here's the second verse. Whoops. Chorus again. So I really want to show you guys the bridge because we haven't talked about that yet. So it's right here, really fast. Look how close together they are. So you got to be really good with your power chords. This is underneath the solo. Messed up again. But like, if you wanted to go through that bridge again and be like, oh, that was too fast. So slow it down to 50%. So, I don't know. I think that app is so fun and so cool for learning songs. It's called Harmony City. There's a link in the description of this video, and we'll put it in the chat too or something. And you guys get a discount because you're First to 11 fans. I almost said Super Number 7 fans. That's my band from like 20 years ago. Still just kind of rolls off the tongue. Let me check donations. It's been a bit. Oh, Hip Waiter said, rushing to catch my flight home from Denver. He went on a ski trip. Weird. But catch up on the lessons later. So Concrete Castles was playing in Denver. I have a feeling that you weren't skiing. just a feeling. Who else was there? Wasn't Carl there at the show in Denver, I think? He drove to that one. Why does 5 mean a power chord? Hopefully this is what we were talking about there. So when you play a root note, the fifth note in the scale from that root note would be the power note. So if you play something like Iron Man with only one note. Oh. It sounds kind of wimpy, but you add that power note in it, which is just 1/5 higher in the scale. So for the note B, which starts Iron Man, it'd be F sharp. Play those together and it starts to sound a lot thicker. So it just kind of mimics what the root note is doing, and it stays right parallel with it. Thirds, which they can be either major or minor. They don't necessarily work exactly with the root note. Sometimes they're a major third, which are, 2 steps away, or 1.5 steps away if it's a minor third. So they don't move exactly with the root note. And that's why I think that power chords, like if you ever think about like when a king enters a room in a movie and it's like, that's usually like the root in the fifth, because it just gives that power sound. It just emphasizes what's already there. So that's why they're called power chords. And it's just the root in the fifth. So no third in there. It's not major, it's not minor, it's just the root in the fifth. What program is that? That's Harmony City. So look it up on the App Store. I'm pretty sure it's on Google and the Apple App Stores.
Link's in the description too.
Link is in description. Blakely says, ooh, you're playing with your PRS? Yeah. I had my other PRS last week, my new one, my black and red one. This is the one that I play with Refuge all the time. This is like my main guitar. I've been playing with this guitar for like 8-10 years or something like that. And I actually bought this guitar because Matthew had a PRS. I didn't really like PRS guitars until I played Matthew's, and I really like Matt's. He had that lime green one.
He's had that green one forever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he had it when he was like 10 years old. He had all kinds of really cool guitars when he was a little kid, and they were all too big for him. He had an Explorer, like when he was tiny, and it's probably why he has scoliosis now. Will there be like an archive of these last few streams? I've been busy, and I think I missed last week's. Yeah, they're in our playlist entitled Past Live Streams. But if you guys want, follow our group on Facebook. So it's the First to 11 like community group on Facebook. If you just search it, you should be able to find it. And I'll get you in there. And I've been posting, well, I only posted one so far, but like better tutorials of how to play Holiday, like where I go a lot slower and don't bounce around and read chat and stuff like that. And encourage anybody that's like learning these songs and is still trying to figure it out. Send me videos on Instagram. My Instagram is Ryan Rock School, or you can send an email to 211@gmail.com, and I'll help you, get through some stuff. I'm actually working with a lot of fans to try and learn how to play guitar. So don't be shy. Grab a guitar, really try and follow along with what we're doing, because it's going to be really cool when we can have everybody send in their videos and do the fan cover in May. Kelvin said, what do you think of Epiphone Les Paul Studios? An Epiphone Special 2 was my very first guitar, and I still have it. And I bought a bunch of Epiphone Les Paul Special 2s to give away to people that sign up for our online course once we get that figured out. So I've got a whole bunch of those and Positive Grid Spark amps ready to give away as like a giveaway for when we start that online program. So me and Sam are going to work on that. Hopefully we can have it ready by summer. So we can start teaching everybody how to do what First to 11 does, play some instruments. Daisy says, yes, I need more time understanding. I have a hard time learning. Me too, man. It took me a long time to figure this stuff out. But it's really just breaking it down into those notes that we were talking about. So once you figure out what the notes are, and then you can get your hands on the guitar and just get comfortable playing them, then you can start playing along with songs like really, really fast. Usually within like a month or so, you can start playing along with songs with just the root notes and stuff. So that's the Harmony City app. And so we made a big announcement too. I wanted to talk about this, that we are going on a tour with Andy Case and our own Brooke Surgeoner. We're going to play Chicago, Detroit, and Cleveland is kind of like a tester tour. We're just going to do like a little one. We have a bigger one planned for this summer. We haven't announced any of those dates yet. They're not like confirmed, but we are doing these like 3 quick shows as like a tester, and then we're going to go in the beginning of summer and do probably like 2 weeks worth of shows. So we're going to go all over the place. So yeah, Brooke's song. Michael M says, I've been obsessed with Brooke's new song lately. It's so good. It's one of the best things that we've ever done at the studio. Zach and Trevor filmed it, and Brooke like planned this whole thing with the storyline, and we had makeup and effects and lighting, and it was a big production.
It was like legit production.
Yeah.
It was super cool to work on.
Like multiple locations, and a whole bunch of people were there dancing. Audra's like kind of in it for a second, dancing. You can see Rachel. I'm playing bass in it. So some familiar faces in Brooke's video. Definitely check it out. It's called Gimme Gimme. So just look up Brooke Surgener, Gimme Gimme. It's such a good song. What are we talking about, though? Oh, the tour. So the tickets for these 3 dates are going on sale on Friday. So I think at 10 a.m. they open up. And inside the ticket options are like a VIP ticket as well. So it's a little bit more expensive than the regular ticket, but it includes a meet and greet with us, a live sound check with us, like a poster, a tour laminate, and I don't know if there's any other stuff in there too, but there's a lot of cool stuff associated with that. And I think you get to meet Andy and Brooke, and it's for everybody. And so, but there's only a limited number of those tickets at each show. So it's really important. If you want to be able to do that VIP thing, you've definitely got to be there at 10 in the morning on Friday to make sure that you get the tickets. And in our link tree, so in our Instagram bio or on any of the posts that we've done recently on any of our social medias, there's a link tree link in there, and you can get all 3 tickets. Or if you just go to linktree.com/first to11, all our links are right there too. But yeah, those meet and greets are going to be super cool, and again, very limited. There might be there's special tour merch that's going to be there too. So like merch that you can only get on the tour, like completely new designs. And we're going to be playing for about an hour and a half. So we're doing like a headlining full set of our covers, the most famous ones, the most fun ones to play. But what I really want to do during the sound check part of the VIP package is I wanted to play a song that we would never, or a couple songs that we would never be able to like include in the set. You know what I mean? That like nobody would know except for the people that are like big fans. So I had like a couple ideas. Someone asked, is this a Timex watch? No, it's a Casio. Trevor got it for me for Christmas, and I have not taken it off. It's so awesome. Yeah, there it is. Maybe Casio. Oh, and someone said, nice nails, bro. It was my birthday, and my wife had a nail appointment for herself on my birthday. And she was like, that's just not right. So she gave it to me. So I got to go get my nails done. Aww. But I smashed them inside my mixer case because I played that night, and I broke, like, immediately. Not broke, but scratched off the polish on my my middle one. That's not my middle finger. Yes, it is. So hard. Guitar teacher right here. So I've been trying to figure out like what we should play during these like sound check things for, our fans that are big fans that would understand like the significance of a song that we would play, but not everybody would understand. So I was thinking about it, and after you guys got me this Juliana Theory shirt, I was starting to think like, man, what are some of those songs that we used to play as First to 11, or actually back, when it was still called M4, and like those were like the songs that we started playing. And one of them is this song called "To the Tune of 5,000 Screaming Children." So I'm gonna pull this up on YouTube, and then we're gonna get copyright claimed.
Want to really be a rebel? Get off your parents' car insurance.
But I don't know that anyone's like really seen us play this song. It was back when we had 3 guitar players. Ben and Bo were in the band. It's got a minute-long intro of just noise. It's crazy. But Juliana Theory is a Pittsburgh-based band, and they're one of my favorite bands from when I was growing up. And we used to play this song. And it's really like, it's so fun to play, but it just falls on deaf ears. Not a lot of people understand like how cool this band was. But there's so much harmony in it. And those octaves that I was telling you about. But I'm thinking that this might be one of the songs that we do for this sound check set. Just a couple weird songs that nobody knows about. So I want you guys to kind of tell me and be like, I don't know, is this a cool song? Would you guys like to see us play songs that like we'll never play in a regular live set ever? Or we'll never make a video of because we just, no one knows what this song is. But it's so fun and so energetic to play live. So that was one of the options. I don't know. If you guys got some like ideas or any cool songs that have a significance to either the history of the band or something like that nobody else knows about. That's what I want to be able to do. Is like kind of give someone a song that they'll never be able to hear anywhere else unless they get this VIP thing. It's I feel like that's kind of like what Metallica does sometimes. Like they'll not play a song for like 40 years, and then they'll be like, "Surprise, we're playing Escape from Ride the Lightning."
That'd be cool.
But yeah, that was one of them. Another one is it Kiss Me Again? No, Dreaming Out Loud by We Are the In Crowd. There it is. Yeah, we used to play this song. And I think we actually did make a video for this, like when First to 11 just started doing YouTube stuff. But like these are the songs that we hung out and we played volleybonk and listened to these songs. So that one's a contender. There's two vocalists in that band, which actually makes it really cool. And then Hysteria has obviously been a song that First to 11 has been playing a long time. Sweet Child of Mine, we're obviously going to play that one. We've been playing that song for a really long time. But I'm just trying to find some stuff that we've never played and probably will never play live, and just give that just for the VIP people. You can't get claimed if you play along, can you? I'll play along with that song all day. That song's so fun. Any ideas? Anyone's got any ideas of songs to play for our sound check? So we're trying to figure out some stuff like that. Like what what kind of experiences can we give you guys that would be really cool that, you would never be able to get from any other band or anything like that. So I was actually thinking about, everyone learning how to play guitar too. It'd be really cool if we got anyone from the VIP thing to come up and play like Holiday with us or something like that. Give like people an opportunity to come up and play along with us. I think that'd be super cool.
That house party show we played last summer. We had that one kid come up and do...
Oh, yeah. Billie Jean, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that sort of stuff. I mean, if you do it too much, it starts to get really like... you don't want to see a million people come up on stage, but
right.
I love just giving everyone the opportunity, because I don't know if anyone else felt this way, but every time I go see a concert, I always in my head, I'm like, well, what if one of them wants me to come up there and play? What if one of them breaks his finger and they need a fill-in? And I just need to be ready. That was like seriously thoughts that went through my head when I was like a kid, and I went and saw Godsmack. I was like, I better make sure I know how to play Awake just in case they need help. It's kind of like the same thing when I pull up next to like nice cars. I was always picture them like rolling their window down and be like, "Hey man, you want this car?" I just need to be ready to like answer and say, "Yeah." That's the sort of stuff that goes on up here.
Right.
Thomas said, play the other Hysteria. I mean, Audra knows it. She learned the Def Leppard version. Muse Musician said, Girlfriend by Say Anything for one of the warm-ups. Man, that song is hard, but that would be really fun. I mean, that would make Matt's day. That is a That's a good option for sure. The Used, Blue and Yellow. Me and Sam both really, really like The Used. The very first show that I ever played was like my high school talent show, and we played Box Full of Sharp Objects. That was like a really, really fun song to play, but you definitely have to scream in there. Can't get away with that. Mike Swanson says, I remember those Godsmack concerts at the Tullio Arena. That was my first concert. That was like literally my first concert. Well, my first concert ever was 98 Degrees. I don't know if you want to count that, but like that was a pretty cool experience to go see boy bands in their prime, because it was just all little girls in that arena. And you know, like if you if you scream really, really loud, and then you have someone scream next to you, the volume goes up by like 50%. But if you have like 8,000 screaming little girls, it's literally like the loudest thing you've ever heard in your entire life. Louder than a Sun concert. But yeah, that Godsmack was probably like my first like real show that I went and actually saw. And I was the front row, and it was Godsmack and Saliva. And I was really like awkward because the singer of Saliva just kept looking at me right in the eyes. And I was like, stop making eye contact with me. I was like a 16-year-old kid. And I was like, stop it.
I'm trying to enjoy myself.
Yeah. I was like, stop looking at me. But yeah, that was a good show. That was right after 9/11, because they had like red, white, and blue confetti and stuff like came down. So yeah, it was like 2001 in like October or something. Yeah, and that first show where I played that Used song, Until a Day I Die by Story of the Year, that'd be a really good one too. I showed Matt that band, and I was like, this is the pinnacle of emo bands. Like, this is what killed emo. No one thought that they could be any better than Story of the Year, so they just stopped trying. So then, oh yeah, what was I saying? Oh, the first talent show that I played, my mom found the playbill for that. So it's like 20 some years old. And she sent over a bunch of other stuff. I don't know if anyone follows me on Facebook, but my mom showed me all of the like citations and detention notices and like all the stuff that I got in trouble for in high school. And she just like plopped it on my kitchen counter and was like, here, this is for you for your birthday. It was so funny. Like, I used to badmouth cops, and I got in a fight with a referee, and I was a different person back then. But it was really funny to see like documentation of all this stuff that I like messed up when I was a kid. It was kind of awesome. So any more suggestions? Some VIP stuff? Doesn't necessarily have to be songs. What are some other, like, if you've ever went and seen like another band and did like a meet and greet, or is there anything that they did that was really cool? Trying to get some ideas of what to do. Oh my gosh. Casey's going back to like M4 originals. Was it called Not Enough? I don't even remember the name of the song. I know that was like the subject, like the content of the song, but I don't think it was called Not Enough. It was All Eyes on Us. There was another one. I can't remember. Hoobastank Running Away. That's a good song too. You guys must have grown up on the same bands that I did.
Could do Just Pretend live too.
Oh, true. Yeah, I mean those first to 11 originals, those are probably never going to see the light of day again, because now there's Concrete Castles, and we don't want to be an original band in first to 11. But
for like VIP stuff.
Oh yeah, we probably could do it there. So yeah, we can play Carry Away, Just Pretend. Carried Away would be really fun to do at the sound check.
What about the other two that we made and those haven't seen?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, right before Concrete Castle started, First to 11 went and recorded 2 songs with Nick, and I think like Casey's heard them. Only like a couple people have ever heard these songs that First to 11 recorded, and we're gonna try and see if maybe Concrete Castles wants them, maybe not, but we do have 2 completely recorded originals, First to 11 originals that no one's ever heard. And
they're both very different.
Yeah, they're very, very really different. Funny. One of them is super tough, and one of them is super poppy. Maybe we should just do a listening party. We should just show everybody at the VIP thing like those two songs. It's so fun to do because like they don't have access to the files.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So there's no way that anyone would ever hear them.
Other than,
Now
like,
someone's
if
gonna
someone,
like try and
filmed
voice
it.
memo like
Yeah.
or do something like that. We'll have to have like a no phones clause or something. We'll go into a dimly lit room and listen to first to 11 originals that no one's ever heard before.
I have to take everyone's phones before we start it. Pretty good.
What's the best guitars for doing electric songs? I mean, I would go with a Les Paul, Epiphone Les Paul. I'm actually not been happy with cheaper Fenders lately. Kind of not impressed with their quality lately. So I would go with Les Pauls or ESPs. Usually in the $200, $300 range. That's a pretty nice guitar.
My LTD TE 250 was like $300. One of the nicest guitars I have.
I mean, my LTD, was $300 and probably the very nicest like playing guitar that I own, including like my Les Paul Customs and my PRSs. Like that ESP plays perfect. Ooh, Breaking Benjamin. Breaking Benjamin's coming to play in Erie. I'm going to take Cohen to go see that. Oh, Yellow Card too? Dang. Tyler the Nerdy Basis says Smoker Ryan was a different Ryan. Yeah, that was probably even pre-Smoker Ryan because I didn't even start smoking until I was 18 because I followed the rules.
With that thing, but anything else.
Every rose has its thorn. That's what it is. Thomas caught it. It's called Not Good Enough. That was the other like M4 original that we released. Nice. Flatty said Baby Shark. Ooh, a 30 Seconds to Mars song would be really cool too. I think we would actually put that in the Oh dang, Casey remembers the names of the two originals.
Yep.
Dang. I don't even know if we ever do release them, we're probably not gonna use those names. Those were just like we didn't know what to call them, so we called them that. Should we put them on Patreon? If Concrete Castles ends up not using them, they'll end up somewhere. We'll give them away to somebody for some special reason. I wanted to do like the Wu-Tang Clan thing and just sell them to like one person. Just see who's willing to pay like the most amount of money for two unreleased first to 11 original songs.
Go like way over the top with it. Like just put it on like a little USB drive, put it in a lockbox and bury it somewhere.
Yeah.
And
And like make people go like geocaching and find it or something.
Yeah.
That would be really, really cool. But yeah, there are two first to 11 originals that exist somewhere. Can I play Eruption by Van Halen? No, I can't. Not even a lick of it. Something like that, maybe. I don't know. Oh, my guitar stopped working.
I just realized it's almost noon.
Yeah. It's almost time for Taking Back Sunday too. Play Make Damn Sure. That would be really fun. Make a small amount of NFTs for those originals. You guys are giving me some good ideas. Keep them coming. What video comes out today? Man, I Feel Like a Woman.
Yep.
So we're doing some country, but very, very deeply tuned country music. Nick did this cover. So he did Kiss Me, and then he was like, can I just do another one? Because I really like this song too. So Nick recorded this cover and just put it so deep. What is it? Is it A flat?
No, it's F, actually.
Really?
Dropped F.
It's down there. It's way deep. It's really cool. I'm like really happy with this cover. There's some difficult stuff in there. It was like learning Pi. Luke says, congrats on the tour announcement. I will raise my building to the floor if we don't get some international shows. US is a trek from here, especially when you're defective like me. You're not defective. But yeah, I would love to. A lot of people, we announced these shows and they're like, dude, come to Australia. I would love to. Come to Europe. I would love to. We'll probably make it to Europe before we make it to Australia soon, as we can't even ship our merch packages to Australia. They won't let us. But I mean, if this stuff goes well, if we do well, you guys show up at shows and have fun and it's really cool, we'll definitely keep touring. Now that we're like able to do it, yeah, let's go for it. So show up at these 3 shows, show up at the second part of the tour, the longer tour. It's this summer. And then, if we can make it work, we'll come to Europe and we'll come and try and do everything we possibly can. But we've got to kind of work some kinks out. We got to figure this out, and we got to make sure that, everyone's having fun and it makes a lot of sense for a cover band on YouTube to start doing international tours. But I mean, there's definitely some bands like Boyce Avenue that have made it work. So I think it's definitely possible. So is a cover out?
Yep.
Someone now just saying, "Where's Audra?" Ryan, anything from Finch? Yes, we could. All right. Well, video's out. Nick recorded this one. It's a heavy boy. I think you guys are really, really gonna like it. So go watch it right now. We'll keep doing more stuff for holiday, and don't forget that the tour that we're going on, Cardio Sport, is giving away a free, like, all expenses paid vacation to come and see one of our shows. So if you guys sign up for Cardio Sport, which we have a bunch of posts about that too, click on the link, sign up for Cardio Sport. You're entered to win an all expenses paid trip to come and see us play at any show you want, I'm pretty sure. So you can fly whatever city you want to go to. So that's a really, really cool promotion. Plus they're giving away T-shirts, and Casey won a T-shirt, even though she has all of them already. I found one that she didn't have. She won a T-shirt, and we just sent that out the other day. So there's just tons and tons of stuff going on. So check out Harmony City and Cardio Sport and our new video, and learn how to play guitar, and join the Facebook group, and I'll see you later. Bye.
Where's the end screen? There it is.
Zach,
Yeah,
end it.
Okay, I'm
Zach.
ending it. I'm sorry.